Toward the start of the film, we are shown the environmental factors inside a jail where a cop named Green is doled out to the undertaking of conveying cash to a high-profile detainee. While Green is setting up the reserve of cash, we are acquainted with the detainee BuIIy. He is an infamous medication ruler who does each of the criminal operations like medication dealing, human organ pirating and weapon transport. In spite of being imprisoned inside jail, BuIIy really remains in this jail since he accepts it's the most secure spot where his foes can't contact him and he can flawlessly run every one of the unlawful exchanges without being gotten. BuIIy approaches 5-star level offices inside the jail with his own watchmen and collaborators. In the following scene, new detainees including an ex-official named Jack Stone are gotten and are educated that they will be housed in a similar structure as BuIIy. While every one of them is being reviewed and shipped off their particular cells, official Green stops Jack on the way and genuinely attacks him. He hits him with an implement on his stomach and furthermore scolds him for killing an individual cop prior to leaving. Green cautions Jack that he will give him trouble inside the jail, so he won't keep going long. The story then at that point streaks back 7 days before when Jack and his kindred officials burglarize a bank. As expected, unbeknownst to other people, their genuine thought process was to assemble implicating proof against BuIIy, degenerate government authorities and cops associated with various crimes. After effectively gaining the proof from the bank storage spaces, they endeavor to run away from the area, however are blocked by different officials. In the resulting a conflict, Jack's partners have chance and kick the bucket on the spot. In any case, Jack some way or another figures out how to escape and looks for shelter inside a structure for certain officials in pursuit. Afterward, as Jack endeavors to get away from the area, he is defied by an official who takes steps to kill him. In any case, Jack astounds the official by uncovering his face and afterward bouncing from the structure, taking the official with him. Here it is uncovered that the official was answerable for Jack's better half's homicide. The two of them lie level on the floor and the official promptly dies in the wake of enduring the lethal fall. Jack tactfully leaves a sack before the loft of a columnist named Tricia. The sack contains the proof of degenerate government authorities including BuIIy. In a letter, Jack desires Tricia to report the case to the lead prosecutor's office. Quick forward to the present, Jack ends up imprisoned close by a prisoner named Silva. Afterward, during lunch, BuIIy's cousin Semyon approaches his table and defies him, requesting security cash. In any case, Jack rejects and this outcomes in a fight between the two gatherings. Incredibly, he effectively brings down Semyon and his men. Following this, Jack is taken to a mysterious jail where he is reached by BuIIy through surveillance cameras. BuIIy cautions Jack to quit interfering in his issues or probably he will meet a destiny like his departed spouses. In any case, BuIIy's aggressive messages quit interfering in his issues or probably he will meet a destiny like his departed spouses. In any case, BuIIy's aggressive messages significantly affect Jack as he pays attention to them unfazed. Soon thereafter, 3 of BuIIy's colleagues attempt to go after Jack in his cell, yet amazingly he rapidly awakens and stifles them without upsetting his resting fellow prisoner Silva. Then again, Tricia steadily explores the proof she got from Jack and attempts to assemble more data about the workforce referenced there. In the wake of investing some energy, she additionally reveals Jack Stone's genuine personality. The following day, furnished with adequate evidence, Tricia shows up at the lawyer's office and converses with the secretary to organize a gathering face-to-face with the head prosecutor. However, the receptionist informs her that he is busy and she cannot meet him. As an alternative, she suggests Tricia hand over the evidence to the attorney's assistant Mark. However, Tricia does not trust him with the evidence, so she walks out of the office. That evening, she waits for the attorney to exit his office, hoping she can have a face-to-face meeting and submit the evidence. When the District Attorney General Johnson finally walks out, Tricia quickly approaches him. Without wasting any time, she reveals all the evidence against the corrupt officials and police officers to him. Impressed with her determination and the collection of evidence, Johnson praises her, gives her his personal card and urges her to call him if she needs any assistance. In the next scene, Tricia makes her way to the prison to meet Jack and shares the news that she's actively using the information he provided her. In response, Jack tells her that she's on the right track and advises her to be with the evidence. Soon after, he is approached by an older inmate named William who warns him about the dangers of crossing BuIIy's men. However, Jack boldly declares that he isn't afraid of anyone. He then inquires about BuII's cell location, but William explains that it's a closely guarded secret known to only a few prison guards elsewhere. We are shown a female prison where two inmates engage in a heated fight. The confrontation in the cafeteria is so intense that the guards are forced to intervene and separate them. One of the fighting inmates is Alina and is later taken to BuIII with her face covered with a black mask. Upon reaching BuII's luxurious prison, Alina notices other prisoners also present there. She is brought there because she engaged in a fight with one of BuII's favorite female prisoners. To everyone's surprise, BuIII announced that they need to eliminate Jack to claim a hefty reward of 100,000. Following BuII's offer, the prisoners unite and launch an attack on Jack while he's engaged in conversation with William. However, they have no idea that Jack himself is a trained officer, and with the help of William he skillfully counters the assault, defeating all the attackers. Meanwhile, BuIII receives an alarming call from Attorney Johnson, who discloses Trish's possession of incriminating evidence against him. Johnson also mentions that she has such detailed information that no attorney can overlook. Angered, BuIII educates Johnson to deal with Trisha right away while he personally plans to take out Jack by the end of the day. Afterward, during Jack's clothing time, a gathering of jail monitors still up in the air to guarantee the prizes set by BuIII. Jack at first regards himself as dwarfed and to take out Jack by the end of the day. Afterward, during Jack's clothing time, a gathering of jail monitors still up in the air to guarantee the prizes set by BuIII. Jack at first regards himself as dwarfed and experiences blows the watchman's mallet, believing that he will cause problems for going after cops, yet when he discovers that they are solely after the award, he summons his fortitude and retaliates individually. Jack brings every one of the bad officials down. Be that as it may, as he leaves the clothing region, one more gathering of detainees stands up to him, prepared to assault. Jack endeavors to dissuade them, making sense of that the guaranteed prize does not merit the gamble, particularly when split between every one of them. Shockingly, his rationale inspires an emotional response and the detainees rethink, choosing to ease off. Meanwhile, Trisha meets her companion Allison, requesting help. She trusts in her, sharing every one of the multifaceted insights regarding BuIII, the proof, and the bad authorities associated with the crook organization. In the wake of paying attention to the subtleties, Allison consents to help her back in the female jail. Alina endeavors to accommodate with BuII's one detainee his fortitude and retaliates individually. Jack brings every one of the bad officials down, notwithstanding. As he leaves the clothing region, one more gathering of detainees faces him, prepared to assault. Jack endeavors to prevail upon them, making sense of that the guaranteed prize does not merit the gamble, particularly when split between every one of them. Shockingly, his rationale evokes an emotional response and the detainees reevaluate, choosing to ease off. Meanwhile, Trisha meets her companion Allison, requesting help. She trusts in her, sharing every one of the unpredictable insights concerning BuIII, the proof, and the bad authorities associated with the crook organization. Subsequent to paying attention to the subtleties, Allison consents to help her back in the female jail. Alina endeavors to accommodate with BuII's one detainee